my $10 million Facebook ad strategy that I will be deploying in 2023 for all of our clients. In this video, I'll be showing you guys exactly how we plan to make our clients over $10 million in 2023. And I'm not talking about a cumulative total. I'm talking about literally each client, okay? So this whole video, I'll give you guys a breakdown strategy we'll be deploying and kind of a high-level overview of what we'll be doing with Facebook ads in 2023 for our clients. Now, if you're new to the channel, my name is Nick Theriot. I run a Facebook ads agency. I also do coaching and mentoring. I've done over $50 million in aligned revenue with Facebook ads for my clients, essentially. And if you want to learn more about how I can either help you with your ads and like mentor you or actually run your ads for you, click the link below. I have two different links, one for mentoring and one for running your ads for you. Now, with that being said, hit the like button and hit that subscribe button for new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. With that being said, let's dive into the video. So again, if you're not really sure, who I am, and you're just kind of tuning in and kind of understanding like, who is Nick? Why is he credible to be teaching these specific things? And that is I've done over $50 million online revenue with Facebook ads, and we grow brands with psychology-based Facebook ad creatives. Done, just in 2022, we've managed close to $10 million in spend. And this is the Meta Business Partner badge that we're partners with in that aspect right there. But it is missing some spin in here. So it's not all of it that we've done in 2022. More closer to about that $10 million mark in 2022. Featured Disrupt Magazine, helped the brand do like $840,000 in 20 days, all that good stuff. And if you're curious too of like just what we charge in that aspect right there to actually run your ads for you, we charge $7,500 per month or 10% of net profit. You basically just pay whatever one's bigger at the end of the day. And also too, just to further add, here's some incredible results from a few of our clients in aspect right there. It's an ambulance insurance that we helped them do about $25 million in revenue in 2022 with $4.5 million in ad spend. This is another kids sports product that we helped make around $6 million in just 3-4 months together. You can see right here their triple well kind of pod view of all their stores. This is a women's clothing brand. We've helped do about $2.8 million in revenue at $750K in ad spend. So long story short, we do get results for our clients, and essentially, what all do we do for our clients? So if you're kind of curious in that aspect right there, we essentially do everything from creating, running, and managing your ads, plan out concepts on a weekly basis to where either A, we leverage those concepts and like actually create them ourselves, or B, hey, you take these concepts and maybe we need some content filmed specifically by you in that aspect right there. And we take a different approach. We take a very psychology-based approach with every creative we build that has a higher hit rate in your account than your standard just creative testing process of throwing everything at the wall. Okay, that's how we create breakthroughs in your account and can scale to higher levels of spend within the account. Now, all the market research you needed, obviously, copywriting, all that good stuff, editing, yada, yada, yada. But one thing that we also do very different is that Facebook ads and acquisition is only 50% of the puzzle for growing a brand. So we also like to provide a lot of consulting and help with the retention side because, again, acquisition is only 50% of the equation. The other 50% you need to have dialed in is your retention of existing customers, or you will build a business that will ultimately just burn up one day. So you have to have retention in place. Now, if you're sitting here and wondering, how are we different from an agency perspective? And again, I promise you, like literally like a slide or two, I'm gonna be showing you the exact strategy that we're gonna be leveraging in 2023. I just want to kind of make sure everyone completely understood in this aspect right there of just what do we do in that aspect right there. So long story short, we only work with 10 clients at a time. Unlike other agencies that hand you off to like 10 different account managers and stuff like that, I'm still within the account on a daily basis. We have a very unique psychology-based testing process for the creatives to actually build high quality, high converting ads within the account. And while we do have a consistent focus on acquiring new customers, we also have a high level of focus on retention actions we can take to further drive profits within the business. And lastly, we take a profit share. We want to be considered a partner with you, and we also too want to be financially motivated to continue to scale your business. I've had people pass on us because we take a profit share, and I'm like, that's dumb at the end of the day, because now your main people that are making you money are not incentivized to make you more money. So you're always gonna have to be pressuring them to make you more money. Whereas we're naturally incentivized to want to make more with your account because we're also at the end of the day getting financially incentivized. Now, squad structure, in terms of like how our team is set up, I'm the growth strategist. We have a copywriter on our team, a visual creator, and a media buyer. So I do not believe, and I strongly disbelieve this, is that your media buyer should not be creating copy, your media buyer should not be creating creatives, and your media buyer should not be your growth strategist. Your media buyer is essentially the person running the ads in the accounts with a standard process. Your visual creator is really good with editing content and putting together high converting visuals. Your copywriter is really good at creating high converting copy, and your growth strategist is really good at just overall what needs to be done in the business to move the business forward to hit those specific goals. Now, again, as promised, I do have the strategy that we're deploying this year, but just the last thing with inside of our agency is, again, we only work with 10 clients. Our current goal of what I'm building inside of my agency, I have mentors who've taken this route, and I've also have mentors that have taken the route with hundreds of clients. And I much rather be in the position of only a couple clients, literally 10 partners. We've already done this for three partners now, where we've helped them hit $1 million per month profit. So we collect a 10 100K checks a month to hit our $12 million a year revenue goal for an agency. So that's where we're on the road for. Whether you want to join us or not, click the link below to book that, how they can, run your ads in that sense right there. Okay. So now actually going further into the strategy, I need to know just a little bit more about our agency and a little bit things like that. But now actually down to the exact strategy that we're deploying, and we're actually already deploying. We basically over 2022, it's been a complete just improvement season in terms of looking back at ways we can improve inside the agency, ways we can, do things that's going to basically, essentially at the end of the day, make our clients more money. That's our only focus. Our only focus is how can we make our clients more money, regardless if it's with Facebook ads, maybe it's launching a new product, maybe it's going on TikTok. If it makes the client more money, we're financially incentivized to want to help them make more money. Okay. Maybe it's in pushing on their email team to start creating these specific new type of flows. Okay. We're in the business to help you make more money. Okay. Whether it's consulting on the other areas of your business or, just spending more on Facebook. Our goal is to help you build a well-rounded business. Now, when I talk about that is that we have our service delivery broken into 3 key parts. Okay. You have your psychology-based creative process to build high converting ads and stop like testing ads just to test ads. Now you're building ads with intentions behind it, and you're going to have a higher hit rate of winning ads, which if you have a higher hit rate, then from there you can actually start to see bigger differences in revenue, because now instead of taking maybe 30 ads to find a winning ad, now you find like a winning ad with every 10 ads you create, which is really good. Then we have actually the ad account structure of just how we actually manage the ad account. I don't believe this is a major part in the process of making you more money, but because it's super, super simple. Like we only spend 10 to 30 minutes a day inside the ad account because all the workload is research, copy, visuals, things like that. But knowing what not to do is how we make our clients more money, because clients will come to us with all these crazy ideas for ad account structures, and we shoot them all down, and they make substantially more money because now we're focused on, hey, we know this works. We have confidence it works because we've tested hundreds of other ad account structures. The ad account structure we've been leveraging it for about 2 years now. And it's been beats everything by far. Now, the last one is retention. What actions are we currently taking around the retention side? This is really big right here, because with retention, again, 50% of the puzzle is just acquisition, but the other 50% is retention. If you keep acquiring customers and they never purchase from you again, you're just going to keep burning through people. So your goal is to acquire a customer, but then also keep those customers on board. And then later down the line, you'll start to understand that, hey, I can actually break even on the first purchase, and then I can make all my money through retention. And that's something that's a little bit higher level that, is for a conversation for another day. Now, psychology-based creatives. Okay, first thing is what it is not. It's not throwing creatives at a wall to see what sticks. I think that's the biggest problem a lot of people have in the creative testing process, is that, like, for example, they know they need to test 10 new creatives a week. So what they'll do is they'll go do a photo shoot and upload 10 different poses. And it's just like, what? So we have a very specific process to creating creatives with intention to break through revenue barriers by focusing on the key levers within inside of the creatives that, one, speak to the consumer actually resonates with, and two, actually goes ahead and creates big impacts in revenue. Now, this comes down to two things. One is, how do you position the creative, and how do you actually position the copy and all that good stuff? Like, that's super big. Okay, just the positioning of it. All right, now after you position it how you want and understand clearly of how you want to position this ad and your product in the marketplace, then from there, that is when you go actually and create all that content that basically essentially what makes the ad. Okay, and that's what makes people want to buy. Now, step number one is just simply figuring out what is your market desires. Okay, now again, market desires are essentially the wants, the dreams, the fears, the needs of your market. Okay, now your market desires exist. Okay, you cannot create market desire. It's a big thing that people have, is that, oh, well, how can I create desire for this product? No, you cannot create desire for your product. You can simply channel desire onto your product. Okay, so that's really big. Now, desire is the highest leverage action you can take with positioning your ad, because it's the foundation. Okay, now I want you to imagine right here. All right, we have this whitewater rafting where it's like this rough water. People are just simply sitting in, and the boat's just getting shot down the river or the mountain, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so they're doing little to no work at all. They're just holding on. Okay, and that's good. So we want to position your ad in the market to where the market just takes it and takes it for a ride. Whereas this water right here is very still, okay? And everyone's having to sit there and paddle through a lot of work to move the needle, and it's taking them substantially longer to get to their location. It's also making it a lot more tiring and, quite frankly, just a miserable ride, okay? Because they have to sit there and paddle the whole time, all right? Whereas this one, I mean, I'm not going to say it's chill, but it's just hold on and get shot down the mountain. Desire works in the same place. You want to find your desires, your rapids of water across the market, to where you can just put your boat on and it shoots it down the mountain. Okay. Whereas if you have very weak desire, your boat will just be sitting there floating, getting nowhere. And ultimately you have to do a shitload of work just to try to barely move the needle. Okay. So the highest leverage action you can start taking inside of your ad account is just simply the market desire. All right. And again, this is a little sheet we use. So let's say, for example, your desire is to make more money. Then pretend you're having a conversation with someone. So, hey, Nick, why do you want to make more money? So I can work less. Why? So I can spend more time with my family. Why? So I can be present in their lives and watch them growing up. So go a few levels deep to really see how their mind is ticking. And this is all done through consumer research, watching YouTube videos, Amazon, competitors, all that. Just really digging deep. Reddit, threads, like all that good stuff right there. Now, step number 2 is market awareness. So now that you've actually gone ahead and found the desire across your market, or found a few different desires across your market that you can actively, put channel onto your ad, the next thing is market awareness. And market awareness, long story short, is how far or how close someone is to your product in a mental state. Okay, so ultimately, this is something that's going to determine how much, is one of the few key things that's going to determine how much you can spend in an ad account. Okay. When we're, for example, one of our clients, we're spending $15K a day, and the ads at 5 to 10K a day, problem aware, great, worked well. But as soon as we got up to 15K, there wasn't enough people in that problem aware market. So we had to branch into an unaware market. Then when we branched into unaware market, we substantially cut the cost down for that ad account. And we could actually afford to spend that level because the market size is bigger than aware. But also the difficulty sell to also increases. So, you have to really be good at ads, as you scale down this totem pole. Like aware is just literally, here is, Bose headphones, regular $100, now $50. Get them now. That's it. That's an aware ad. Whereas unaware ad, I have to communicate to someone through identification, through a mass emotion in the market, and really start to pick those pain points to convince them they have a problem, then convince them the solution, then convince them the product, and then all the way down to aware. Okay. But this is really, really important just to determine, one, how much you can spend in an ad account. That's the biggest thing. When I find that a lot of ad accounts are stuck at certain levels of spend, this is usually the case right here. Now, market sophistication. This is essentially what you have to do to beat your competition, because this is the next stage of basically like positioning in that aspect right there. Because, say back in 2015, all I had to say was I'll grow your brand with Facebook ads. But now, due to so many other agencies, new mechanisms introducing on the market with UGC, broad targeting, all that good stuff, creative testing, we have to introduce a new mechanism to make the old claim believable again. And that's basically psychology-based creative to blow through Facebook spend barriers inside of your account. Now, there are other 4 to 9 steps we follow in the ad. Also, this is more turning back to the content inside of the ad. And these are just a few things that we look at: addressing and overcome any negative beliefs around your product or industry. So if your product or industry has any negative beliefs, we need to address those in the ad. We need to showcase the identity of the person your customers want to become. So if you're, when you sell something to someone, yes, it's fixing a need, dream, fear, something like that, but you're also selling them an identity of who they want to become. 13 types of content to put in your ad to increase desire for your product. We have kind of like a list of types of content specifically to film that increases the desire. So we channel that desire, but then we can increase it, basically really showcasing how that desire they have can really be applied to this product. Okay, not creating desire, we're just increasing it. Really making them salivate over how this product can fix their desires. 3 objections to answer in your ad are people will not buy. So we have 3 specific objections we like to answer. This is, complexity. If your product is too complex, we need to simplify it. Price, how we overcome price objections. And then lastly is not important enough. So how can we make your product seem more important than it actually is? Now, next one, using weaknesses of your competitors to advantage. So we can actually, target specific weaknesses of competitors and exploit that in our ad to show that we have more superior product and how that weakness is very bad. Now, again, this is only if you have a more superior part of your product. If you do not have a superior product, what's ultimately going to happen is that you're going to, burn your money. Okay. People look at you stupid. Lastly is showcase how your product works in the most non-boring way. So what is the specific mechanism of your product that makes it work? Okay. Just basically, what is the process to result for your specific product? Now, I know that was very intense, but that is 90% of the work we do on the ad account, or create the inside of a client's account, is all of this stuff. All of this stuff that's around the copy, the creative, and all that good stuff. That's 90%. So when I say we spend 10 to 15 minutes a day inside of an ad account, that's just the ad account. The other couple hours a day we spend on the other side, which is what we just showcased. Now we're gonna spend the ad account, because again, the ad account is very simple. And due to this simplified account, we've done, literally like just one of our accounts last year, $25 million in revenue, $4.5 million to spend. And I've seen this simple ad account work anywhere from $100 a day to $100,000 a day inside of an ad account. Yes, I spent $100,000 in a day in 2022. So just for one account. So ad account structure, we do a simple campaign, a single campaign per business objective. We do 0 retargeting, and we do broad targeting. Okay, that's like the 3 key things right there. And I'll show you really quick what that looks like. So again, 1 campaign per business objective, reduce complexity, and the account to improve performance. So for this particular account, this $12K a day budget is literally 90% of the states in USA, and then some states we have to single out just to different types of ads. We have to go there just because it's an insurance product. And then this is a testing that little lead form right there. So just a showcase right there, 1 campaign per business objective. So if you're a men's clothing brand, you might do, literally we have a men's clothing brand, and we just do 1 prospecting campaign, and we put all of our different products in 1 campaign. But again, that also comes down to, you don't need to advertise all your products. You just need to advertise to top 3 or 4 that drives revenue for the business. Next thing is that we do a new dynamic creative testing ad set to simply test your new creatives, and we try to aim to launch 2 or 3 a week. 3 creatives, 2 copies, and 2 headlines per DCT. You can see right here, these are our DCTs that we've tested. Some are still active in this case right here. And this is our main ad set where we're deploying all of our ads. Okay, putting all of our ads in. So very simple. Next one is we're gonna move those winning ads into our main ad set. So when we find a winning ad inside of the DCT, then essentially what we do is we copy it and paste it over into our main winning ad set. Now, again, we use broad targeting for everything. And the reason why we use broad targeting is because it essentially does not limit our scaling potential inside of the Facebook ad accounts. Interests and lookalikes are getting phased out by Facebook, like with, basically essentially, Facebook removing interests, lookalikes. I mean, Facebook hasn't really done anything to lookalikes in years. And now there's lookalike expansion and interest expansion auto-enabled. So Facebook really wants to steer you away to broad targeting, and broad targeting is absolute key here because what it does is it does not limit your potential reach. Okay. Now, again, if you get the creative process wrong, broad targeting will not work for you. So you have to get this creative process right first before either one of these will work for you. Okay. Now, second thing is ad creates the audience. Okay. A lot of people think the Facebook audience creates the audience. The ad creates the audience. Okay. So these are both two ads that are in the same exact ad set. One has a male in the photo. One has a female photo. You can see right here, the one with the male in the photo, 94% of the spin went to male, about 6% spin went to female. Now, the other one with a female in it had 76% of its spin to female and 39% go to male. Now, Nick, why is the male targeting it? Because come on, it's a golfer who's a female. She's attractive. Men are clicking on it. Men are excited about it. And it's boom. This 46 ad actually did substantially better because it allowed us to reach two markets, the female market and the mid market in one ad, which is really cool. Now, zero retargeting. Facebook's already doing this for you. Again, keeping that simplified ad account structure. We did no retargeting in 2022 and made our clients 10x more money than 2021. Okay. Just putting that out there. All right. It also decreases your focus on main ads. Your goal, if you're running a retargeting campaign, the problem with that is that you're focusing on bottom line. Whereas with prospecting, you're focusing on new campaigns that's substantially, or new ad ideas that's substantially going to create a massive difference in your ad account. Okay. Retargeting, for example, if you find a new winning ad in retargeting, yeah, it might make you a couple $100s more in revenue. Okay. If you find a new winning ad in prospecting, it can make you tens of thousands of dollars more in revenue. Okay. So why do you spend your time focusing on such a low revenue driving campaign? That just blows my mind. Lastly is scaling. We keep it super simple for scaling. We do either a 20% increase or 20% decrease daily based on the performance average of the last 3 days. So let's say, for example, last 3 days, let's say, for example, our target ROAS is 3x, 3.0. Okay. And you gotta be specific. And let's say, for example, the average over the last 3 days was 3.1. Well, we're going to increase budget by 20%. Now, let's say if the average over the last 3 days was 2.8, we're going to decrease budget by 20%. All right. Be just robotic about this. I see too many people scaling emotionally and it destroys their performance. We've scaled from $100 a day to $100,000 a day in ad spend with this technique. And lastly, slow is smooth is fast. Okay. Now, retention. This is the last key thing here. So we've gone over our creative testing, a psychology-based creative process, go over our ad account structure, and then retention. Again, retention is super, super important. This is 50% of the puzzle. Okay. Acquisition is only 50%. Retention is the other 50%. Okay. There's two ways to scale your brand. There are your products. There's horizontally and vertically. Okay. Horizontal is just like what Apple did, iPad, iPhone, MacBook, and releasing new types of products. And then vertically is iPhone 4, iPhone 5, iPhone 6. Okay. I think like my LTV with Apple right now is like $20,000 I've spent on Apple products. So just to put in that perspective right there, like you want to be focusing on both of these things. Okay. And another big thing is keep it simple. Like literally, you don't need to go out there and try to find some scientific way to increase LTV. Just do the Apple approach. Okay. Like I've done all the work for you. Okay, go figure out how you can horizontally scale your product lines, and then go figure out how you can release new versions of your vertical of your products. Don't overthink this because too many people fucking overthink it and they do not take action. All right. And again, this is all the actions we've taken over 2022 and the exact same actions will be taken in 2023. That has a lot of brands, like this particular brand where we did $5 million in revenue with $1.2 million in spend for, January 1st through December 31st, 2022 is a men's clothing brand. This is a subscription mushroom brand where we did $1.9 million in revenue in 2022. We've scaled them up literally from like $13,000 a month. Okay, since we worked with this client. This is a metal wall art brand where we did $900K in revenue within 30 days. Just absolutely crushed it. And yeah, and this is actually wrong. I just realized that this is actually $300K in spend. Okay, you can see the screenshot right here. But yeah, so this is everything we do for our clients. Again, we charge $75 per month or 10% of net profit. Again, that net profit's there to incentivize to grow your business and everything like that. And then pretty much the next steps from here is that you can click the links below. I basically have an setup to where, hey, have Nick Theriot run your ads or have Nick Theriot mentor you. I do have an inner circle where I coach students. So if you want that more one-on-one coaching style, then reach down and get in that inner circle, because that's going to be really big for you. So, but yeah, guys, thank you all so much for watching this video. This is basically our strategy of 2023 that we're going to make our clients over $10 million in revenue with. And I really hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like button and hit the subscribe button for new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.